Hello. I feel like I just jumped back on here and did not give any backstory, like where you've been for 6 years. I know I haven't put out a video, and I just jumped on here with this journal challenge, and thank you all for jumping in on that with me. But I just realized I didn't let you know where I've been. And what a horrible friend that is. You just come back like nothing happened. My apologies. Sorry for that. But yeah, and now I'm just looking at it. We're at 2020. 6 years ago was 2014. I've never been good with years or keeping things linear or chronological. That's just not how my mind works. But for one thing I know is I almost died. Yes, I have to share with you that experience. So, I don't know if I had any videos out at the time, but I was having crazy symptoms related to a fibroid in my uterus. Um, if you don't know what a fibroid is, I don't think I have time right now. You're just gonna have to Google it. Anyway, so I had this fibroid, and I finally went to the doctor, started getting treatment for it. I think she put me on, I want to say birth control, but it wasn't birth control. It was just more like a hormone to kind of either shrink it or to make my periods a little more tolerable. And that didn't work. And then we decided that, okay, I'm going to go in for surgery. So she put me on Lupron, which was supposed to, I think that was supposed to do something with my hormones too. You'd think me as a nurse, I know all this medical stuff. This is why I'm not a nurse. I just play one at an adult daycare. Anyway, so yeah, she put me on Lupron, and then early 2015, was it 2015? See, this is what I'm talking about with my years. All right. I had some nursing issues around 2015. I got a new job December of 2015. And then I had the surgery early 2016 in February. Actually, it was a couple days before Valentine's Day. Yeah, so it was supposed to be a quick in and out, just going for the surgery, stay overnight for observation kind of thing. But my body said something different. I began to bleed, and I had to be rushed into surgery a second time. So let's say my first surgery was at 9 a.m. By 10 or 11 that night, I was rushed into surgery a second time to see what the cause of the bleeding was. Apparently, my gynecologist's theory is that the Lupron had made my uterus boggy. So that could have led to me going into what they call DIC, which is that I'm not, another medical thing you'd think I would know. My body was not coagulating blood, so I was bleeding out. And I feel like my battery is about to die, so hold on. All right, let's try this again. So, yeah, I was bleeding out. They rushed me into surgery a second time, and I woke up in ICU. I was in ICU for 6 or 7 days. My brain's a little foggy now. And then I spent another 1 to 2 days on a regular med surg floor. They pumped me full of fluids. Apparently I had a whole bunch of blood transfused. And afterwards, I lost my voice. Not completely, not like laryngitis, kind of like laryngitis, but I've never had laryngitis. But yeah, every time I would speak, it sounded like Peter Brady going through puberty. Like it would start out normal, and then it would change and then disappear. Or there would be certain times where I would just open my mouth and nothing would come out. I couldn't laugh, I couldn't sing. As soon as I would open my mouth, nothing would come out, and it was very, very frustrating. Yeah, so I went through 9 to 10 months like that before I finally, light bulb moment, went to see a specialist. I went to see an ENT who specialized in the vocal cords and found that there was a growth about the size of a pea on my vocal cord, and every time that I opened my mouth, that pea would just drop right into the vocal cord and block the air, the sound from coming out. And that's what was happening with me. So we treated it primarily holistically through diet, which was awesome. I feel like I manifested that doctor. He did put me on some meds, but I didn't stay on the meds for too long. So that was 2016 into 17. I have to say after that, it was just a lot of self-doubt and anxiety that kept me from doing these videos. I'm still feeling some of that. Like as I'm talking now, I'm kind of sweaty, and yeah, so the anxiety kind of kept me from doing everything that I wanted to do. I don't know where it kind of slapped me in the face. Like I always had this feeling like fear. I was scared to do things. I was scared to talk to people. I was just always afraid. But I guess after the surgery and after everything that I had gone through, I put this pressure on myself, because it's like during that experience, it made me realize how valuable my life was. And after all of that and coming out of all of that, it was like, I'm still here. Why? There's a purpose. And maybe even prior to that, I had some depression going in, thinking that, coming out of it thinking, okay, if something happened, it just happens and I'm okay with it. But then afterwards, I was like, I'm here for a reason, and what is that reason? I have to figure out that reason. I have to do it all at once, and I have to do it right now. I just put a lot of pressure on myself. And I think that's where the anxiety elevated, it rose, it just overflowed. And I became paralyzed with it. Yeah, I did everything that I had to do. I was going to work, I was going to the gym, I was taking care of my life basically, but anything outside of that, like these videos, I was just crippled. And I let other people in my life influence that as well, because, oh, it's just YouTube, it's just some videos, you're just sitting in a room by yourself and telling people your business, like, why do you need to do that? And it was like, I guess, but I do enjoy this. Like, this is my outlet. Like, I do journaling here and there, I speak to people, but everyone gets a different side of me. You guys, for the most part, get the real deal, because I am sitting here by myself. I can speak freely, and as embarrassing as some of these topics may be and the presentation that I bring it to you in, it's me. So this is my hobby. I enjoy it. It's not high quality. There aren't intros and extras and all that other fluff. It's just me. So it's like my therapy. And I like reading your comments, and I like seeing the engagement on these videos. So please keep that up. I encourage it and I love it. But I let other people influence me in my weakness, and it kept me away for 6 whole years. And then I came back and acted like nothing, so I apologize for that. A few other things happened here and there that I may or may not share. It depends on if I find that it's valuable for other people. If not, it doesn't need to be said. Kind of like that whole stalker situation. You can look back at that playlist. I think I called it Dear John or something like that. Oh Lord, you need to know about Dear John in another video. But I just wanted to let you know what's been going on. I will be trying to make more videos. I want to try and come on here every Tuesday. If I see that you guys are watching and you're waiting and you're pressing that bell and want to see these videos, then I might consider doing some lives. I think that would be awesome. That would be fun. Can you imagine the last time that I made videos? There were no lives. There was no Facebook Live, there was no IG Live, and definitely not YouTube. So that would be really fun, really be cool to see your comments as I'm talking here, because I feel like I am a better responder than I am just sitting here blah, blah, blahing. So yeah. Anyway, let me cut all of that out. If you have any questions for me, definitely leave them down below. Again, I said I love reading your comments and I really look forward to engaging with you guys. So until next video, bye.